a fantastic accessible material that I bet you've all got at home in your kitchen cupboards. Essentially what it is a composite material of cardboard, plastic, aluminium foil, all in different layers, and it's just really great to work with. I think it's much nicer to peel back and manipulate, score, incise, cut than like regular cardboard, say if you were doing a collagraph plate. And the results you get from printing are pretty amazing and sometimes can be really spectacular. Let me show you some of my work. Now, I don't usually work so much with a rectangular plate. I cut up my pieces. So all of these are, actually these are all pure Tetrapak. So this is the actual plate, and then I've hand coloured it with watercolour. Another plate, so this guy here, he's in Tetrapak. And then there's relief print with lace and other things, and this one is hand coloured as well, so he's actually the same as that, but he's got watercolour over the top. It also amazingly prints onto fabric, so that's on calico, so the black and white images in the middle there, that's all from the Tetrapak plate, so it's pretty impressive. This was a print onto old tea bags. So it's just tea bags that I've used to brew a cup of tea, and then just torn open once they're dry. It's beautiful. And it prints amazingly. Obviously, you need to take your Tetrapak packaging, clean it out, just give it a good rinse, wash it out. You probably need to cut it open properly to get into all the nooks and crannies, because it can be quite gross. There's lots of little bits of food. So it's the foil inside of it that you're kind of interested in. That's your matrix. That's what you want to work with. And it's just really nice to kind of score into. What I like to do for the peeling back, I don't use a knife or anything fancy. I just take the tip of the etching tool and just flick that back, just gently. And usually, depending on the shape, it will just peel back nicely in one piece. So depending on how you're printing that, if you're doing intaglio, the ink is going to sit in here, and that's what will print, and it'll be nice and dark. Or if you're doing relief, that area won't print as much. It will be the silvered areas that will be printing, and this will be lighter. One thing to keep in mind is, obviously, the packaging is folded like this, so you get these lines on the plate. Lots of artists actually incorporate them into their design, and I've seen some really beautiful work. What I usually do, because of the line thing, I put my drawing onto tracing paper. Now the reason I do this, so I can place it so I don't get a line, for instance, going through his face. Yeah. So I like to use the Charbonnel Aqua Wash. It's a little bit pricey. It's just an intaglio etching ink. So this is just some dark brown that I mixed up earlier. So I'm just trying to push that ink in and try not to destroy my plate. This creature, the strange thing in the teacup, is something called a makara. He is a water beast. He's seen on Indian temples, particularly South Indian temples. He's a guardian, like a gateway guardian. So he's a bit strange. He's going to have the head of an elephant or of a land animal and then the body of a water animal. That's all one piece of Tetrapak. I'm using a bit of Fabriano Rosa Spina paper, printmaking paper. It's got a nice weight to it. Hopefully I haven't got any dirty inky fingers on it. So just want to blot off the excess water there. The Fabriano is quite good. You can leave it in for ages and it's fine. Some of the other papers, not quite so good. I also use Stonehenge papers. I really like them because they come in different colours, but the problem I find is they can get a bit too wet if I've left them in.
No, I'm pretty sure.
There we go.
That was weird, Teresa.